What's up, y'all? It's Jimmy coming to you guys with another video. Before we get into the video, as always, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And when you guys hit subscribe, please make sure you guys are hitting that notification button. So getting right into the video, I have another sneaker review for you guys. And if you guys have been staying tuned into all the videos and my upload schedule, I actually haven't done a sneaker review in quite some time. Coming around November, December, there are a lot of fire sneakers dropping, and I have the one shoe that I think is going to be a big buzz in December. And the shoe I'm talking about is the Cool Gray 11s that are supposed to come out mid-December, close to Christmas time. So fun fact about this shoe, this is actually ever the first pair of 11s that I've owned. And I say first pair, but the first colorway that I've ever owned. So the pair before this pair right here, the 2021 pair, I believe it was a 2010 or 2011 pair. So I was like either a freshman or a sophomore in high school. This was the one shoe, for me at least, where I didn't have too many shoes in my sneaker rotation at the time. So these would always at least get one wear a week, probably on Fridays where I'd bust out the jeans or something like that. But yeah, the Cool Gray 11s is a very nostalgic sneaker for me. Just looking at it, I mean, it brings back a lot of memories. Just looking at it, it brings me back to very simpler times. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, cheesy and corny that may sound, this shoe really helped kickstart my collection. Without getting too ahead of ourselves, here is the box that the shoes come in. So they used to come in that special pull-out Air Jordan 11 box, but they switched it up a little. This is actually more accurate to the OG packaging, I believe. So it's a pull-out top box in the Cool Gray colorway. On the top of the box, it has Air Jordan and then the white Jumpman. And then on the size tag reads Air Jordan 11 Retro. Colors are medium gray, multicolor, multi. These are a size 8, and suggested retail is $225. So after tax, it comes out to be like, I want to say almost $240, $250. So that $225 suggested retail price tag is definitely pretty steep. I know they used to be like $200. I also know there is inflation. Supplies, materials are also getting more expensive. So that might be the reason why we see a price jump right here. I know Jordan Brand just can't simply make the same prices a decade later, but it is crazy to see the price of Jordans go up and up. But like I mentioned, these shoes in hand are absolutely so beautiful, you guys. I don't know, there's just something about them. The shape, the cut of the patent leather is on point. I will say, if you guys go back and look at that 2011 pair, that pair does not compare to the 2021 pair whatsoever, at least in my opinion. Just looking at the cut of the patent leather, just the overall shape, everything about it is on point. So starting with the outsole of the shoe, you have that iconic icy blue outsole. I know this is a love-hate for a lot of people, and this actually is one of the first shoes where they started doing the icy blue outsoles 10 years ago. And people were going absolutely crazy that they weren't clear. People were like, yo, why are the soles blue? It's throwing it off. But eventually over time, people honestly just learned to accept it, because it honestly does look pretty good. And from what I know, it does slow down the oxidation process a little bit. But you have your typical Air Jordan 11 outsole right here. You have your Jumpman in the middle, and then you have your carbon fiber shank plate right there. And then moving on up, you have your white midsole that wraps all the way around. And I'm not too sure, I forgot the exact name of this material, but it's your very standard foam material that you see on all the Air Jordan 11s. And then moving on to the uppers, this is where the shoe is very distinct, very beautiful, and where it gets the Cool Gray name. So you have your darker shade of gray patent leather that wraps all the way around. Like I said, the cut on this pair is very true to the original pair that came out in 1996, I believe. Is either 1996 or 2001. I forget if this is actually like an original colorway, or if this was released in 2001. But yeah, the biggest thing with these 11s is the cut of the patent leather, and sometimes you really just don't even realize it, because we're so used to Jordan Brand giving us kind of like mediocre shoes or shoes that aren't really up to par. So being able to see this shoe look like this very close to the original release is absolutely super fire. Of course, very standard with the Cool Grade model. The upper isn't your typical mesh that you would see on like the Bread, Concord, Space Jam. It is actually a nubuck material, and this nubuck here isn't anything to brag about, but overall it does feel pretty good. At the same time, it also does feel kind of cheap. That maybe that's just because of how thin the materials or how thin the collar is. But yeah, this shoe, like I said, the shape is great, but the qualities are kind of yeah, at least for the uppers. And then you have your Jumpman on the back. And if you look at the 2010 pair, 2011 pair, I keep on mixing it up. This is actually reversed. So that was the whole thing for quite a while where people were like, yo, you know, your Jumpman is reversed. It should be the other way. Those are probably fake. But Jordan Brand actually has been switching it up back and forth just depending on the year, model, or not the model, but the year, the colorway. It seems like they kind of just choose to do whenever they want to. And then going through the last iconic details of the Air Jordan 11, you have your white rope laces, you have your Jumpman Jordan on the third lace loop right there, and then you have your 2-3 on the back. So like I said, you guys, this is a very beautiful shoe. Super glad that I could get these for retail. I mean, you know, even though retail was already $225, resale on these isn't too crazy whatsoever. I think resale for these is probably going to go up to $300 at max on release date, just depending on the size and stuff like that. But super stoked to have these in hand. I think these are a very fresh pair of 11s. I want to almost say these are my favorite pair of 11s. I know some of y'all are going to look at me sideways just because, you know, we do have the iconic Concord, Space Jam, Breads. But yeah, these are really up there for me. I think more so based on the nostalgia factor. I really just love the shades of gray on the shoe. I don't know, everything just goes really well together. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys think these are a cop or a drop. For myself, I'll probably say these are an absolute cop. If not one pair, if not 10 pairs, at least that one pair, you know, just because, like I said, very, very iconic shoe. And it's gonna wrap up the video. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.